Good early afternoon, 12:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. I've had a lot of people ask me in the comments this morning to cover HBAR again, which I will. We are now HBAR holders in this community, as we did 9 weeks. If you're not familiar, we did FOMO Fridays for 9 weeks. We did HBAR, which we do FOMO Fridays every Friday. So you're more than welcome to join along. We do $50 every Friday. Right now we're on Casper, as we've done 5 weeks, and we're at 6,000 tokens right now. Our goal is to get to 10,000 of each. So HBAR, we did 10,057 tokens over 9 weeks. Cost us $527, and we have an average rate at 5.2. So we're able to buy the structure for May, breakdown, and yada, yada, yada. But furthermore, if you're watching this update right now, I'm doing it as an instant premiere, so that if you have any questions, you can talk to me. This is not a live. I preface, this is not a live. I am not live. This is a instant premiere, which allows me to talk to you in the comments while this first run through of the update is released on YouTube. So I'll probably release it for around like 1:07 p.m. just so that I can get everything together for the kids, and then I'll be able to talk to everybody in the comments. So if you're a fan of HBAR, if you hold HBAR right now, again, we faced this yesterday. We had a long leg doji in the 4-hour time frame. The immediate candle after became bullish, which allowed us to know we were going to have a further run up. Well, we know the target within this channel that we came up into, our maximum resistance now is 7.7, with an overrun possibility of a former structure and resistance where we came down in this cup and handle that we're forming overall. If you come back here, that's around 8 cents. But first, we have to satisfy this channel that's formed within here. This is where we broke down. We used it as a support coming through. Once we held the resistance here, it forced us down into here. Further consolidation came all the way down to our next downtrending support, which has been here. It was a perfect touch. And now it came back through, and to create the inverted head and shoulders, which appears to happen here, which we formed this and built this out as a way to follow this pattern formation, is why we drew this inverted head and shoulders. It happened to make the volatile spike here, came down the first time, held the 5.7 support, then pushed right back up, and now we're looking for a volatile hold here one way or the other. First thing that can happen is like yesterday in the long leg doji, which we're in, and a long leg doji is equally shadowed on both sides of the candle, basically sits dead center by the end of it. Same thing happened here. It's interpreted as, or the legend says, that it's based around the next candle formation. If it's a bullish formation, you're going to continue with the move up. If it's a bearish candle, you're going to start the correction phase. So here we had a long leg doji, had a bullish candle, followed through. Now we're in the same formation here. Could be perceived as maybe a bull flag, could be forming, or a formation here that could need correction as well. This is where, if it does break down, you would fully anticipate a harsh correction. You're going to have a harsh correction if it breaks in this channel, and it can either come down to the 4-hour 20-day at 645, or what I would like to see would be a hit at 618 if it were to break down here. So if it breaks down, you are looking at a move of roughly a 12.5% correction, which would be standard operating procedure here. If it breaks up, you would have about a 9% move up, but it'll probably end up on a move up here. You're either going to come for rejection, or if it does show a bullish candle here in 3 hours and 23 minutes, if it continues this formation. Right now it's in a long leg doji formation, which means this will probably be a squeeze candle for the next 3 hours and 23 minutes. And then it's going to be based around the next candle. Unless we get volatility one way or the other, that's what this candle formation means, as we witnessed it right back here on August 14th. Now, 1 day later, we're experiencing it again. This just means that we're topping out right now and we're indecisive. The last indecisive move was followed up by a nice 12.662 million and 14.2 million in volume. 32 million on the first, and then we were 8.6, 8.9, so very consistent. 8.9 had a correction, followed right back through here with 12.6, 14. Now we're starting to break down again, correction phase. And now, do we have a full-blown correction, grab more liquidity, or do we finish this move up and try to come up to the pattern resistance in this channel at 774? If we come up and we break up, what you'll notice here is you could do one of two things. You could reject and then come back down, or if this bounces up, you could very well start another layer of support, and if it does that, it's ultra bullish. If it does that, you're ultra bullish, and if you hold that 805 especially after that, because you would have a level of consolidation, it would be completely normal, then you would look for something like that and break out. But if you were to come to the top side and hold, that's a very bullish move. What I would like to see, though, is to grab some liquidity, and I think it might be time to come back down. But that volume, again, like I said yesterday, if we just get another spike of volume on this next candle, it shoots this bearish projection down. It won't have to come back for liquidity, and we very well could just move right out of the channel. And if we do, our next step would be to get up over 775 and then make a nice volatile spike up and hold that 8 cent area, completely validating this little cup and handle. Right now we're in another handle formation. We could form a bullish handle here on a breakdown, which could give us the support to move up. So just consider all of this. The main thing we're paying attention to is that long leg doji, which tells us the next formation is where it's all made. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing and joining the 18,000 subscribers.